Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Could this be one of the reasons you rarely hear banks state they're using XRP and prefer to state that they're partnered with Ripple? Guys, this courtesy of Mr. Man here on Twitter. An interesting clip, a panel here. This guy here works for Ripple, and he explains what it was like trying to acquire banking partners back in 2017. Listen to this.
And Neil, I would imagine that your outbound has probably changed a little bit over the last couple of years as well, with just people starting to understand what does it actually mean to have wallet infrastructure and having real institutions be amenable to it. So I'm curious what you've seen change over the last 2 years or a couple of years.
Yeah, I can even bring it back to my days at Ripple, 2017, going in to talk to banks. They said, if you mention XRP or crypto, we're going to kick you out of the office. Tell us about fiat and how you can make that more efficient. Great, all about it. Now those same banks are coming to us and saying, hey, what do we do here? We're seeing a lot of demand, interest from our client base. What does this mean for us? How do we get involved? How do we enter into this ecosystem?
All right, I'm going to end it there. 2017, a very different landscape for cryptocurrencies. Many more companies and banks, financial institutions specifically, were very, very apprehensive. We're very skeptical still of cryptocurrencies. Of course, we got to remember the ICO craze was out at that point in time. Governments were trying to crack down on bad actors, but guys, since then, we've really seen a change, and we are seeing it here in examples like this. This is just a promo video highlighting Trianglo, one of the companies that is partnered with Ripple. ISO 20022, let's do it here, posted this. Trianglo promo video highlights Ripple and ODL, and the video is linked in this tweet, but you guys can see up here, ODL, Ripple, market equals, I can't really read that there, but you can see part of their expansion strategy. One little clip from a Trianglo video, of course, cross-border payments, the efficiency, leveraging RippleNet technology. This is how these companies are thriving, and even so much so as they're showing it in their promo video. So wanted to thank ISO 20022 and Mr. Man here on Twitter just for posting those. Now, we got some news. This actually happened last month. The SIX exchange does have an XRP ETF, okay? This is Switzerland's stock exchange. This one coming courtesy of XRP Darren here on Twitter. So if you were unaware, guys, we heard some news, some rumblings that the SEC was going to approve an ETH ETF, and that was partially what caused Ethereum to rebound a little bit after yesterday's flash crash. For crypto, I talked a little bit about the market and, if we're going to see the market move up, if we're going to see it move down. Differing opinions on this, and if you guys want to catch that video that I did this morning, I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. But check this out, guys. SIX Exchange, their monthly report as of July 2023, 21 shares of Ripple XRP ETP, and also down here, Ripple and the Leon Tech Securities. So these guys have listed XRP. I have a feeling that this has been actually listed for a while here. Crypto products traded on the Swiss stock exchange. So of course they have Bitcoin products and Ethereum products already. This is nothing new. A lot of these exchanges and banks and financial institutions, for example, in countries other than the United States, have already been dabbling in this kind of thing. But it is good to note that despite the SEC lawsuit in the US, all these other countries have seen value in XRP, including the SIX exchange, and this is why they've been listing it here. And I think this has been listed for a couple of years now, at least, if my memory serves me correctly. This is just the updated report, but it is good to see that they have continuously listed it despite the SEC lawsuit. Obviously, it doesn't affect Europe. Nevertheless, great news. Wanted to thank Darren just for posting that, and I do have the report here. I will link this also in the description of the video if you guys care to peruse at your leisure. Some more big news here, guys. Building on the XRP ledger, Rand launches on the XRPL to transform community experiences across Web3. So Rand is a leading NFT platform on Algorand with a 70% market share, and they're expanding cross-chain by launching on the XRP ledger. So Algorand and the XRPL. The XRPL has seen significant growth since natively integrating NFTs onto the blockchain, and we've noticed a strong bond forming between the XRP army and the ALGO fam. Now, Algorand, again, one of those cryptocurrencies that I have purchased and, has been trading at such a steal of a deal, down quite a bit since its high in the last bull run. And ever since that most recent crash too, we have seen ALGO down. Right now it's down 96.5%. And you guys can see here dipping down. It has not been getting great news as of late. Nevertheless, we are still seeing development for Algorand. So that could change, and it could be a very good indicator of how Algorand will perform in this next bull run. We'll release a beta version of Rand on the XRP ledger in September, a platform that will make it easy to create, research, manage, collect, and sell digital assets at scale. So the journey so far, Algorand's superior technology has greatly contributed to the success over 1,000 NFT creators on Rand. Over the years, it's been a bedrock of our success, and they give you some numbers here. But moving forward, we aim to empower a larger community of creators and encourage cross-chain collaboration through interoperable infrastructure. And now, guys, they're introducing the XRP ledger. So similar to Algorand, the XRPL possesses impressive technology. It's fast, scalable, decentralized, cheap, and carbon neutral. And then give some factors there. They talk a little bit about the hooks and the EVM sidechain. Also an important development, with a $35 billion market cap, $250 million creator fund, and recent victory against the SEC, the XRPL is positioned to become a major player in the NFT space alongside Algorand. So more collaborations here. Two particular cryptocurrency projects, or two blockchains rather, Algorand and the XRP ledger, working together now, developing NFTs. And NFTs, guys, it's not just going to be funny monkeys, bored apes, whatever it is. We are going to see real world utility and NFT adoption, I think, become more and more prevalent in the coming years. So just wanted to share that news with you guys today. Also, this guy's from Mike Manfield on Twitter today. Pinwheel, a market-leading provider of income and employment data engineering for fintech innovation. They have partnered with Ripple partner Plaid. So Pinwheel becomes Plaid's preferred provider for direct deposit switching, guys. And as I said, Plaid is a Ripple partner. In addition, Pinwheel will become a preferred provider for direct deposit switching services. As the preferred provider, Plaid, too many P's, will refer customers in need of direct deposit switching services to Pinwheel. The most important part of a person's financial life is their income. Whether a customer earns a biweekly salary, irregular gig work payments, unemployment benefits, or any type of income in between, they need to seamlessly connect their income accounts to their financial apps, especially as 90% of customers want more control over their financial data. So, it used to be, and I've used this example on this channel in the past, payroll every 2 weeks is such an antiquated way of doing payroll. And the reason companies used to do it this way is because the paperwork, everything was just too cumbersome. Brad Garlinghouse explained it a few years ago very, very well. Technically now, with the XRP ledger and these different payment providers and these kinds of companies specifically that enable companies to be able to pay their employees or pay their freelancers or however they do it, this technology now, DLT technology, enables them to pay these people right away. So technically you can clock in 9 a.m. If you clock out at 5 p.m., you did 8 hours work. Let's say you're working for $20 an hour, just throwing out a number there. As soon as you clock out, technically, if everything is connected to a DLT platform running on RippleNet, let's say, you can get that money in your bank account through a company like this, Plaid, Pinwheel, boom, within seconds, within minutes. So the money, the $160 that you earn that day, you don't have to wait 2 weeks. You can get it technically instantly, and it's going to be a matter of if these companies want to do this. So it sounds as though people do. People need access to money right away. The thing that I was thinking too is that, the more companies move in this direction, the less we're going to need those money mart, fast, cash fast kind of companies that can cash your check and forward you the money. So that's going to destroy a whole segment of, the industry that dealt with lending money quickly for those types of people who need the money right away. And so, it hasn't been rolled out right away. We aren't seeing it in leaps and bounds, but I can see where this technology is going, and it might not happen in the United States for a while. However, a very interesting partnership here between Pinwheel and Ripple partner Plaid. Wanted to thank Mike for posting that. Also happen to see this from BondCrypt guys on Twitter. SBI VC Trade launches a coin lending program for XRP and other major currencies. So SBI, we know, one of Ripple's major partners, but here's what they're doing, the subsidiary of SBI Group, okay, VC Trade. They just unveiled a coin lending program primarily featuring XRP alongside 4 other notable cryptos aimed at long-term crypto investors. So they are not focused on the spec traders, guys. They are looking towards the long-term investors. Chances are the institutions with real big money who want to invest in these types of coins, aka XRP, for the long term. The initiative promises usage or rental fees with an application deadline set for August 31st, so the end of the month here. Lending cryptos for profits, SBI VC Trade's latest initiative. They've designed this to benefit long-standing crypto holders. SBI VC Trade, the cryptocurrency lending subsidiary of the renowned SBI Group, beckons the Japanese crypto community to capitalize on their accumulated XRP assets. And guys, here's the tweet to that effect. Let me just translate that. You guys can see here recruitment starts from today, 20 hours. BTC, XRP, Dogecoin, XLM, and DAI. Target 5 issues. And for more details, you guys can click here. I will link this in the description of the video for you if you are interested. But this is big too. The fact that they're focusing on the long-term holders and the fact that, Japan has always been a country that has seen value in XRP, even from years and years ago. Yoshitaka Kitao, the CEO of SBI at that time, he was always tweeting about Ripple and XRP. They've even offered, benefits to their customers even years ago, bonuses in XRP, giving them rewards in XRP. So the value proposition is there. Obviously, they see it as valuable. They would not be giving it to their clients if they did not see it as valuable. So very interesting news. Now we're seeing a lending service for these long-term crypto holders, and XRP, one of the 5 cryptocurrencies that they're offering in this new initiative. So great news here. Wanted to thank BondCrypt on Twitter for posting that. Only 5 cryptos. You got to think there are 26,000. How many cryptos are there right now? Currently, we're looking at, 1.8 million different cryptos. No, that can't be right. Last I checked, it was 26,000 different cryptocurrencies, but I guess maybe there are even more. I don't know. This is just from CoinMarketCap here. We know though, guys, historically we've heard Brad Garlinghouse and others say that 99% of these coins are going to disappear, poof, like that, and it's going to wipe out a lot of the market. Now, the theory goes as such, a lot of this money might go into other mainstream cryptocurrencies, ones that have value, ones that are actually solving problems. And just back to Algorand, this is why, when I see Algorand at 10 cents, 9.95, 9.6, retracing in a support level, a strong support level at that, might perk your ears up to perhaps purchase more, because we know 99% of cryptos are probably going to disappear. And even Navin Gupta here explains it with this interesting analogy. Can you believe he said this? Too soon, Navin Gupta. I like forest fires. All right, just listen to the context. Listen to this.
What about if these financial institutions adopt blockchain? What kind of setbacks are they facing?
Yeah, so let's look at today, right? So in some way you can today think of there is forest fire in cryptos, right? And I personally am a fan of forest fires because they essentially enable the ground to get clear and for the weeds to essentially get burnt so that the strong trees can survive. So let's take an example of 2001, right? In 2001, pets.com, essentially they did not have a viable business model. They got wiped out. If you look at, for example, Enron, if you look at WorldCom, a lot of frauds came out. And exactly the same thing is happening in the crypto world as well. As the interest rates are rising, the cost of capital is rising. Anybody who was doing the leverage trades essentially are getting wiped out, and it could be due to fraud or it could be due to a bad business model. So from my point of view, what we essentially see, institutions which we are building business models for long term, enabled through technology, are then able to move forward. And like Facebook, like Google, they would be the new Web3 companies whom we would look back after 5 years and say, wow, wasn't that great?
Right, that's a good way to put it. So setbacks are important, I guess, to learn and build, but it's just important to grow from there on.
Yeah, and then for the fraudulent and the weak to get wiped out, it's important for them to essentially go away and leave the system so that the better ones can succeed.
I like that you put it as forest fires. I guess crypto winter is a bit like forest fires.
Slash and burn, clear cut, wipe out the weak, so that the strong, like Ripple and XRP, can succeed. And guys, I think we're already getting inclinations of where these strong cryptocurrencies are, or what the big institutions think the strong cryptocurrencies are. Like, for example, SBI saying BTC, XRP, Dogecoin. That's an interesting choice. XLM and DAI. Anyway, an interesting clip here, so I wanted to thank Subjective Views on Twitter for posting that. But guys, here's another big one. Mastercard has just launched a CBDC partner program. This, another one coming from Mike Manfield here. Now, Mastercard launches CBDC program. They put together a central bank digital currency partner program comprised of firms from across the ecosystem, and they are including Ripple. If you guys caught the video I did yesterday, I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. We had inclinations that Mastercard was already a Ripple partner. Well, actually, it was confirmed by one of Mastercard's employees back in, I think it was 2020. It was either 2020 or 2021. But here, now we're solidifying it. CBDCs, the vast majority of central banks are engaged in some form of CBDC, and 4 retail versions are already available in full live circulation, according to the Bank for International Settlements. In 2020, Mastercard built a virtual testing platform to help central banks assess and explore national digital currencies. Since then, the firm has worked with several central banks on pilots. However, Jesse McWaters, who leads global regulatory advocacy at Mastercard, says that there are questions about the role of the private sector in CBDC issuance. issuance, security, privacy, and interoperability. We'll enter Ripple, and I think we can get a good idea of where they stand. These include how a CBDC works with other commonly used payment mechanisms. Again, the XRP ledger, very interoperable with everything else. And now Mastercard is looking to help answer some of these questions by fostering industry collaboration. And guys, this is why they added Ripple to this partner program. Their efforts include Fluency's work to build interoperability among different CBDCs, Consult, Hyperion. You guys can see some other requirements. Ripple's launch of an inaugural government-issued national stablecoin in collaboration with the Republic of Palau. So using that case study there as an example of how CBDCs work. Now, Matthew Lany on Twitter also posted this, also from that story. Mastercard and Ripple looking at the big picture. Payment flows. Of course, Mastercard always, I'm sure, looking to be able to focus and challenge their competitor Visa. So they're pulling all the stops here. And take a look at this, guys. Even some Ripple partners connected to this, like Barclays, HSBC, FIS, ACI, WorldPay, Paytm. You guys can see them over here, just to name a few. And then the Consortium, guys, Ripple, as part of that focus group to work on central bank digital currencies with the Mastercard platform. Also wanted to mention this too from Susan Anthony here on Twitter. CEO of Mastercard announces CBDC partnership with several central banks along with key fintech players such as Ripple. Interesting that they've denoted Ripple as a CBDC platform. So the XRP ledger can do so many things, but a CBDC platform, here is the statement, guys. You can see it right here. I'm just going to read the full thing to bring a greater understanding of the benefits and limitations of CBDCs and how to implement them in a way that is safe, seamless, and useful. Mastercard is convening a group of leading blockchain technology and payment service providers to join their new CBDC partner program. It's designed to foster collaboration with key players in the space so that they can drive innovation and efficiencies. This coming from Raj Damodaran, head of digital assets and blockchain at Mastercard. And guys, listen to this. The inaugural set of partners includes CBDC platforms Ripple, blockchain and Web3 software companies Consensus, multi-CBDC and tokenized asset solution provider Fluency, digital identity technology provider Edemia, digital identity consultant Consult Hyperion, security technology group Geiski and Devrient, and digital asset operation platform Fireblock. So it is a consortium of companies. Interesting too to note, Mastercard looking into central bank digital currencies. You'd wonder why Mastercard would be interested in central bank digital currencies. Another question, because you'd think, that's something for central banks. Why are these other payment providers looking to get into the CBDC game or looking to work with CBDC? I mean, I guess working with CBDCs makes sense. Mastercard and Visa, two of the biggest payment providers for credit, the leading competitors in the space. But CBDCs, is it all becoming a reality? Are we going to see this coming to a bank near you? I don't know, guys. All the doom and gloom, though, has gotten has gotten crypto Twitter down. I don't think we have anything to worry about, really. I do think we're still in a pretty good spot. As of the time of this recording, Bitcoin hasn't even witnessed new lows. We're still staying above those June 2023 lows of about $25,000 per coin. So we're still in good shape, at least as of now. Keep your fingers crossed. And again, for my patrons, I'm going to be putting out an update this weekend. And don't you find the markets just kind of do their own thing and sometimes catch us off guard? For only $5 a month, you can follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. And I've purposely kept it cheap so that you guys can follow for the long haul, because we might be making decisions today that could change tomorrow. Anyway, if that's something you're interested in, you can follow me, guys. Again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.